and welcome to the Daily Digestion channel. Today we're going to talk about something new called juice feasting. Juice feasting was an amazing thing that healed my body tremendously when I suffered a bicycle injury and I had prolapsed organs. My organs and my intestines on this left side of my body and my colon descended down in the lower part of my abdomen. I was chronically ill. I couldn't go to the bathroom, I couldn't eat. It was like, oh my God. I went to the doctor and they told me that if I did surgery, I was going to be worse off than I was. That people that give this type of surgery end up coming back worse off, 10 times worse off than they were before the surgery. So I definitely didn't want to do that route. So I decided to do the physical therapy and then to heal myself naturally with raw foods and vegetable juices. Well, I had some previous knowledge about that because my mother had healed her chronic disease of breast cancer with drinking potato juice when I was 8 years old, and I'm 47 now, and she followed the Ann Wigmore diet. And she drank carrot juice, potato juice, any type of juice that she could get her hands on. And she literally healed her body naturally. And she's still alive today and as healthy as a horse for a 75-year-old woman. So what is a juice feast? A juice feast is when for breakfast, lunch, and dinner you consume a juice, like preferably a vegetable juice or a green juice. If you juice fruit juices and try to do a juice feast, you're gonna get like a lot of sugar into your body and you're just not gonna feel optimal. You're gonna get more vitamins and minerals from green juices with vegetable juice of vegetables. Mention though that before I did my 15-day juice feast, I did a lot of research. I got online, I looked at John Rose's website. I was really wanting to make sure that I did it correctly to get the right vitamins and minerals. So I also got a lot of books, and these are books that I highly recommend. Juice Fasting and Detoxification by Steve Meyerowitz. This is the Sprout guy, Sprout Man. This is a great book if you want to know a lot about juice feasting. This is an amazing book as well. Fresh Juices and Fresh Vegetable and Fruit Juices by Dr. Norman Walker. This is an amazing book. Become Younger. This is a really good book as well by Dr. Norman Walker. I highly recommend this book. This is my favorite. And then this is Diet and Salad by Dr. Norman Walker. It has a lot of juice recipes and meal plans to really, if you really want to heal your body. It's not vegan, it's vegetarian based, but you can incorporate your own things in place of the meat products that he recommends, which is like yogurt, cheese, and some eggs. But you know, you can look at this book, it's really good. So the one thing that I really like about this book is that he has recipes in here, in this book right here, fresh vegetables and fruit juices by Dr. Norman Walker. He has a lot of recipes in here for specific ailments, like for instance, nervousness. he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 juice recipes for nervousness, and he tells you how to incorporate those juices throughout the day. Obesity, he has juices just for obesity. He gives you the juice recipes for that and how to incorporate them throughout the day. He'll even tell you the plan for how long that you should stay on this regimen. And guys, this is like serious if you really want to dig deep and get in there and get to the root of the problem, because when I went on my 15-day juice fast, I used this as a guide, and I juiced so many juices that were in this book for prolapsed organs, and it helped me unbelievably heal. I mean, I really accredit that most of my healing came from doing vegetable juices. So if you want to massively heal your body and to nourish it without a lot of work, juicing is the way to do that. So there are so many ailments in here: boils, botulism, brain tumors, bronchitis, bursitis, cancers, carbuncles, cataracts, chicken pox, cirrhosis of the liver, colds, colic, colitis, constipation, deafness, decay. That's like decay is decomposition of bone tissue due to excessive use of milk and concentrated starches and sugars in the diet. That's scary. So yeah, and the recipes in here like are kind of plain Jane. Like like one of them is that was like a big one that I used was like 3/4 carrot juice and the other 1/4 spinach juice in one juice, and it was about 16 ounces of juice overall. In that juice recipe, I drank that solid to start out with, and then after I started watching Dan McDonald's videos and so forth, and I learned, and then I learned about the then I learned to add like ginger and lemon juice to my vegetable juices. So like if you just had spinach and carrot and you add lemon and ginger to spinach and carrot, oh my gosh, it makes like an amazing recipe. And I put a lot of cayenne pepper in my juice recipes when I was juice feasting. You go to all kinds of extremes of adding little things to your juices when you're juice feasting just to make it kind of more interesting. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into a juice. So there are a few tips that I want to mention about juice feasting. You want to do it on a day when you don't have a lot going on, because your body may start to detox. So you kind of want to hang around the house, and you don't want to do anything that's like real strenuous, because you want this to be an opportunity for your body to kind of regenerate and heal itself from all of the degenerative toxic things that we do to our bodies. So you want to do that, and then the next thing you want to do is you want to consume as much juice as you possibly can. Like for instance, when you start to get hungry, drink a juice, and you want to just fill yourself up with lots of juice, because it's not about juice starving yourself, it's about juice feasting yourself. And you won't even get hungry. It will amaze you at how much vegetable juices will curb your appetite. Okay guys, let's take a look at some of the things that we're going to be throwing into this juice. Okay, we've got some dandelion greens, some carrots, some really deep green kale, and I'm just going to use a half of this beet, and then we have some celery and some beet greens, one whole lemon, and this much ginger, which is about, I would say, a thumb and a pinky of ginger. Maybe a little bit of a half an index finger. So, okay, so this is basically what I'm going to be putting into my juice. But guys, you can put whatever you want in yours. If you just want to do celery and carrots, that is perfectly fine. Or let's say you only want to do beets and carrots. That is okay too. But you need to try to put some greens into your recipe. And guys, these are just essentials for a recipe. I just cannot stand drinking my vegetable juices unless I have these two items. I'm so addicted to ginger and lemon in my juice recipes now. So, and also the lemon acts as a preservative and it will keep your juice fresher for a longer period of time. So like if you wanted to store it in the refrigerator and go to work the next day, you could do that as well. So here we go, guys. We're going to do our juice. Oh, and I will leave a recipe down in the description box of some different ideas of different juices you can try. So what you want to gauge for when you're trying to make your recipes is you want to try to get as much of you want to get about 1/4 of green juice to the amount of like other juice that's going into it. Say for instance, if you're doing carrots and celery and beet, then to that part of the juice of those three things, you'll want to do 1/4 of greens to that ratio of the sweeter vegetables that you're using, because the bitters are really bitter and they can really offset your juice and make it unpleasant. I like my juice bitter because I really am going for more of the medicinal effects, and I'm used to it. Some people like to cut their juice with water even, and I don't do that either. But usually what you should do is probably start with your carrots first. I know how to eyeball it, so I'm kind of totally used to it. So, another thing to remember is when you're juicing, celery and cucumbers are a great way to get a lot of liquid into your juice, because things that are real condensed like carrots, they have a lot of vitamins and minerals, but they don't have a lot of juice. So to kind of bulk up your recipe and not make it as strong, or to make it more watery, you can use things like cucumbers and celery. Be surprised once you start juicing how little time and effort it takes. The more you do it, the quicker you get at it. Juicing, it just is so quick because you know what you're doing. And then, okay, so we've got 1 cup of carrot juice. All of those carrots, there were like about 5 medium to small carrots, and it made about 1 cup of juice. So that's 1 cup of carrot juice, which is really sweet. And we're going to add that to our juice recipe first. Now we're going to go for our beet. to kind of slice the beets, as you don't want anything really, really big going in. Oh, wow. Cut my finger. Whew, it wasn't too bad. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and juice our beets. Some people don't like beets in their recipes because it tastes kind of dirty, like dirt. They think it tastes more earthy. So you probably don't want to go with too much beet in your recipe. So that's about 1/4 of a cup of beet. Now we're going to do our celery. I'm going to actually do the rest of this beet. I'm going to do the rest of this beet because beets are really, really good for right before you start your period. And I'm getting ready to start my period, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this whole beet. You just you can play around with it, but the thing about it is if you choose too much of one thing, you know, it can really offset everything and you'll be stuck with having to drink it. And so you want to kind of be careful there. This is about making up a cup with the celery and the beet. So this is our base, the carrot, celery, and the beet. So we have this much, which I would say that's probably about 2 cups maybe. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the color. That's gorgeous. I think that's so pretty. So now we are going to do our greens. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do my lemon so it can be like a preservative to the juice while I'm juicing to keep it fresher. Always keep an eye on your jar because there's nothing worse than losing track of it and looking down there and it's like all over the place and you've like missed the cup. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add my dandelion greens. It's really easier if you feed in your greens 1 leaf at a time. Just kind of goes real quick. Probably get more juice that way. I don't know. See how that just kind of pulls them right on down in there. Now let's do our kale. And the juice of the lemon was probably a very small amount of this juice. So, as you can see, there's not a lot of green juice down in here. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take this amount of green juice that we just juiced and we're gonna put it in our recipe and we're gonna taste it. We're gonna taste it and see what that tastes like. And if it's okay and it doesn't need any more green, then we'll just add our ginger and we'll be done. We'll save these for the next recipe. Oh, that's really good. I think it could stand some more green very easily, and I wouldn't even notice it. So I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of these greens. Really good. And guys, once you juice, you're always so glad that you did. At first, you're kind of like, you know, some days you're like, you don't really get into it. But then other days, you're just like, this is so good. And your body really needs it. And you feel vibrant after you drink it. Like, I literally feel like I've had a facelift after I drink the juice. It just pulls everything up, my energy levels. And it's just amazing. This is some good juicy ginger. It must be fresh off the truck. Sometimes when I go get my greens from the beets, they won't be very good. Like, that part of the plant won't be very good, and I'll have to throw them away. But luckily, when I went and got my produce yesterday, I spent $24 on my produce. And guys, I've got enough to juice for 5 times easily. And that's a lot of juice, that's a lot of vitamins, that's a lot of minerals, that's a lot of salad that I don't have to eat. And that's the way I look at it. Like, this is raw food that I don't have to chew up and swallow. And digest. Okay guys, we're going to pour the rest of this into here. Give it a taste test and see what that tastes like. You can do that. You can add more vegetables and fruits and so forth and see what it tastes like. Okay, let's see how it tastes. Woo! A lot of ginger. It like burned my nose, but I like it like that. So be careful adding your ginger. Wow, it's delicious. That's really gonna hit the spot, and that's just what I needed to help with my cravings. Right now I'm PMS, and when a woman is PMS, as you know, ladies, you start having all these cravings, and I don't know what it is, but when I drink a really good juice like this, it totally helps me to not want to binge out on sweets or get into stuff that I shouldn't. It really is amazing. I really needed that. Really good. So guys, I'm just going to drink this juice and I'll see you in the next part of the video, and we'll do juice number 2. Okay guys, I just went to the bathroom after drinking that juice. That juice was a really detoxifying drink. It really helped get things moving along. Everything that was in it, the celery, the beet, the dandelion greens, all those things had a really good effect on the peristalsis in my digestive system. Okay guys, I've had one wine sap apple with as a after my juice and as a fruit item before my meal, and I had a wine sap apple with some salt on it, and now I'm having some jackfruit, and so my digestion has been really phenomenal after that juice. I'm not really sure what's going on, but it basically gave me diarrhea. Now I had some iodine earlier. I did not report that. I had some iodine with the selenium. I've got the Thorn supplement with the selenium. I took that together. It's the first time I've done that. So I took the selenium, 200 micrograms with the iodine. I don't know if that's what's causing this or if it's the juice. I'm not really sure. So I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm having some major detox reactions. So yeah.